Okay, this is a chapter 10 TeachIt video. This problem is kind of long, so I'll just kind of summarize it. Mr. Alberto is a teacher, and he has this percentage scheme set up for his class. So as you can see, the term paper is 60% of the final grade, homework 25%, and then the final is the leftover percent. And then it gives us the students' scores of what they got on each, the term paper, the homework, and the final. And then it asks us, using this scheme, what should the student's grade be? And so the first thing we need to do is figure out how much this final is worth. So to do that, simply just add these two up. That's 85%, and so the remaining 15%, that must be what the final is. So now really the easy thing to do is just to kind of multiply these things together. So you'd take 60% times 85, and we'll kind of see what that is. It's 51. And then you would take 25% times 78, because the student averaged 78. Do that real quick. That is 19.5. And then you take 15% times 90, which is what the student got on the final exam. So that would be 13.5. Okay, and then really all that's left is just to add these up. So you would just take the 51 plus the 19.5 plus the 13.5, and that would be this comes out to equal an 84. And so what is the student's final grade? Using this scheme that Mr. Alberto has set up, the student's grade would be 84 in the class. Okay, and so that's the first part. The second part asks us to set up an algebraic expression so that Mr. Alberto could use whatever percentages here he wants with just what would that look like as an algebraic expression. So simply that would just be, we'll just go X% for the term paper, or whatever that is supposed to be. It could be quizzes or whatever you have in your class. But for this sake, we'll do term paper. Plus Y%, we'll make Y% would be the homework. Okay, and then plus now we're just gonna let's just kind of bracket this, and we'll do 100. This would be 100%, obviously, minus X plus Y, which really is like what we did up here to find this percent. We just added these two and then subtracted that from 100, or technically you could add these up and then just figure out what else, like what more you need to add to get to 100. Either way is fine, but for the equation we'll go this way. Then we can kind of finish that bracket, and then that's the percent, and that would be the percent of the final. So I'll just label it FE for final exam. And then so yeah, there, hopefully you can see, let me just grab it like this. You can see the expression. Hopefully this makes sense. It's pretty simple. The X% of the TP. So instead of 60%, this could be 55%, and then the homework could be 30%, and then the final exam would obviously still be 15%. Whatever you want to do. So yeah, that is that. That's that problem, and so we figured out what the student's grade would be, and then an algebraic kind of an expression, so that way you could use whatever percent you want.